Alright, in this video, we're going to show y'all how to do vinyl flooring over older subfloor. We've already done this in 3 rooms of the house, and it turned out pretty good. This is the Traffic Master grip strip flooring. Pretty simple stuff. They used to be owned by Allure, and when they were owned by Allure, their claim to fame was it's the easiest flooring in the world. This stuff is pretty cool because it's vinyl, so it's pet proof, it's water resistant. They're not going to get any scratches or dings, it's not going to rip. Some good stuff that we found that you can use for your vinyl flooring project is definitely mallet, rubber, plastic, mallet hammer, X-Acto knife, any blade, any brand. This one's a Husky. It does at Home Depot for like $10. Flathead. This one's DeWalt. Definitely gotta have a tape measure. It's a Stanley. It's good to have some needle nose in case you gotta pull a nail or something out of the subfloor. That there's all kinds of stuff in these older floors. Good to have needle nose. Don't know the brand because that's probably Black & Decker. Great thing to have for measuring purpose is just a small L-shaped measuring bracket. This one's Empire. I don't know, it works great. It's durable, lets you cut when you need to cut it. And the other couple things that I found handy to have is permanent marker to mark some spots along the way, and then an Expo marker which will allow you to mark random spots on your vinyl, and then it just literally wipes right off the vinyl just with a hand touch. It doesn't even need a towel, doesn't need solution or cleaner or whatever. So what we're going to do is start in the corner over here, and we're going to go all the way that way. Y'all can only see about half of this room, so we're only going to do just a handful of rows just for this video to show you the rundown of how you just kind of stack them and scatter them. So, our first strip of vinyl. So the idea is to have this side facing the next row. That way it can interlock with the next row and adhese. And then it's a pattern. You keep going and going and going. So we'll put our first one down. Now I'm just going to check the closet lip to make sure it's not too wide. Closet lip on here is about 1.5 inches. So what we'll do after that is we'll get a spacer or a something to bridge the gap between those. And then you just want to keep your adhesed side on the same side the whole time. puzzle. You just put them together and push them kind of tight. And you'll see that crack kind of seal up on its own. And then one whole row of this room, probably take about 4.5 of these. And then we'll have to do a cut on the fifth one or the last one, so to speak. Alright, so now we got 3 down, and I'm going to go ahead and measure. Got 3 down, and so these are in length, 36 inches long. The last one down here on the end calls for 29.75. So we're obviously going to have to make a cut for the last one, and it's going to have to be 29.75 inches long. Well, good thing to remember is that you need to do it on the right end. So currently we have our blue adhesion straps on the outside, so we'll want to stay from the outside and measure that way to get 29.75. So I just take my Expo, give it a good mark at 29.75. And then I'm gonna leave my tape there so I can double verify it was 29.75. And it is 29.75, but we're gonna go ahead and account for the insert into the wall, because once it goes into the wall, there's a probably 1/4 of an inch more that it'll fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a flat 30 on our cut. Because I mean, as you can see, this one over here went into the wall, and that one went into the wall about 1 inch. So we'll change our 30 to just a little bit more than 30 inches. And that's where you can take your L-shaped measuring tool, line it up right there on that 30. You don't even have to mark it all the way down. Just have to have a real good blade, and then give it a good score on your 30-inch line. Just one score. And then after it's scored right, then literally just take it and break it. Boom. It's done. Your measurements are on point. You save that for later in case you need it. Now I'm going to go put it here on the end of this one. Boom. Perfect. So our first row is 100% done. Now, just like any flooring, tile, whatever type of flooring you're doing, you want to stagger your tiles or your vinyl planks or whatever you call them. So a good, easy way to stagger is not to start down here again at the beginning. You want to start on this side. That way it staggers that first row of your 30-inch one versus your 36-inch. So start down here on this end. And the way you do this is you just keep the blue on the same outside area. That way, the black adhesive part, see, you can tell that's sticky. It adheses to the other side, and you just keep going. It's like a puzzle. Alright, got the first one down. I'm just gonna kind of mashing down on it. Kind of filling any gaps or maybe these small little air pockets that happen. And as we get further along, which won't be in this video, but we will stagger them a little more, especially towards the inner part of the flooring. It's also good to have a little block. Can't find it right now, but oh, here it is. Good to have a block like that, so you can take your rubber mallet and just kind of there we go. Okay, so it's good when you set that in there. Let's just go ahead and tap this one in. Alright, so we got one more. So our length on this one just shy of 30, but it goes up under that lip 1 inch. So we're going to go 31. But we're also going to test yeah, it's going under over an inch or a little bit more. So we're going this direction. So what we need to do, we don't measure from here, we measure from where we measured from. Let's measure from the end real quick. So it's 29 from the end. Plus another inch. Mark that one. We grab our L shape. Maybe on this view y'all can really see what we do here. Just one little mark here. Pop our L shape down. Grip it pretty firm. Sometimes you need to put a knee right here. Helps. Alright, so we have our blade scored. Pick it up and break. Measure extra piece. We can use that later too. So if you measure right, each piece fit right in here. Nice and tight. There's not a gap or anything in that piece of vinyl. That looks perfect. Okay, so for our next piece, we're just going to keep vinyl stripping up and down the whole entire room. What we'll do is post a second video of when we're about halfway or close to finish so y'all can see it. Thanks for watching the video. If you don't mind, we put a lot into this, so give us a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Share with your friends who are looking to redo their flooring and on a budget. Alright, well thanks for watching. Have a good night.